Hey y'all, this is a beef lasagna that I always get a lot of compliments for. It is a deep dish and can be served anywhere, anytime. And this is a sauce that works the magic. To begin our lasagna recipe, we are going to make our sauce kind of from scratch. We are going to use strained tomatoes and we are going to enhance the flavors to our own liking. So to my hot pot, I am going in with about 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and I have a half a cup of chopped garlic, and just allow the garlic flavors to come out and infuse into the oil. Let's add our sauce and build on the flavors. These are strained tomatoes. Let's incorporate everything, and we're going to balance this really nice. Balance the tanginess with the sweetness and give it an overall powerful flavor that goes into our lasagna. Let's add some paprika, and before I go on, all the ingredients are going to be in the description box below. Chili flakes, just a hint of black pepper or white pepper, and we want to stir everything in. The paprika and this is going to give it an extra bright red as the oils spill from the cheese in the lasagna. Strained tomatoes are very acidic, and this is a point where you want to start adding your flavors. And the last thing we are going to add is our basil. I'm going to add some agave to this, and I'm going to begin with just about 2 tablespoons of agave. You can also use honey to add sweetness to this, but I prefer a plant-based sweetener. And one thing I like about Italian flavors is the garlic. I'm now adding a teaspoon of sea salt to bring the tang together. And let's add our basil. The flavors are right, and we're going to allow the basil to infuse and just wither up a little bit. We're going to allow this to come up to a simmer because it's going to splash. And this is done. So let's go ahead and cook our lasagna meat and put everything together. My pot is hot, and I'm adding just about a tablespoon of oil, and I'm adding some more garlic. Our meat. Let's go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of onion powder. You can use fresh onion, but don't use too much because you don't want the onions to overpower the garlic. And that is why I'm using granulated onions. Over here we have our lasagna pasta cooking. You can use oven ready lasagna pasta as well. I am going to cook these until they are al dente. I've placed a little bit of oil in my water with a wide enough pot, so I use my ceramic wok. And we're going with a little bit of oregano. Cajun seasoning. Although it's not Italian, I'm just spicing things up just a little bit. Add a little bit of all-purpose, about a teaspoon, and just a pinch of salt to bring it together. because the cheese also has salt, and we don't want to put too much salt. We want to put enough that it balances with the sweetness and the acidicness of the sauce. Now I'm adding the sauce that we made earlier. And this is going to add much more flavor to our lasagna. And I'm reserving a little bit of the sauce for the base of the lasagna. And here it is, our meat sauce is done. We are going to be adding ricotta cheese to this recipe, and you will find all the ingredients in the description box. I'm adding 1.5 spoon of basil pesto, 1 cup of grated cheddar cheese. I'm also going in with 1 egg. I'm gonna break this up. The salt on the cheese will make a nice balance. Okay, so we have all our ingredients ready, and it's time to assemble our lasagna. Whenever I'm making a lasagna, I like to add the sauce at the very base, and if you have a very good sauce like this recipe, you're not going to taste any acidic. You're only going to have flavor throughout the entire lasagna. And while I'm doing this, let me tell you about my first lasagna back in 2007. Back then we had the Nokia N95, and I could not afford the BlackBerry. I don't know how many of you remember BlackBerry. But I couldn't look up the recipe because the screen was so small and I had no computer. I was a good cook, and my husband decided that he wanted lasagna because he had international experience and he loved lasagna so much, and he sounded like an expert. I'm gonna add some cheddar cheese as well. So today we're using mozzarella cheese, we are using orange cheddar, and we are using Swiss cheese. We are also going to be using our ricotta cheese that we flavored. Now let's add our meat. But I didn't know anything about lasagna except that I saw it in a restaurant and it was red and it was Italian and everyone was talking about it. And this was Christmas, so we went to the grocery store, both my husband and I, and he gave me the recipe and we both bought all the ingredients for the lasagna. But what I did not take into consideration was that my husband could not cook to save his life. So Christmas Day we made dinner in 2007, and this was included of the lasagna. I seasoned the meat quite well, but something was just looking a bit off. He kept bragging and saying, "Oh, it smells so good." He was like, "You're putting a lot of flavor, a lot of seasoning into it." When the lasagna was completed, I served my husband his dinner, Christmas dinner. But when I got to the top of the lasagna, something was just off. So I covered the lasagna pasta with meat before I added the cheese. We are adding all our ricotta cheese to this layer. When the lasagna was completed, I served my husband his dinner, Christmas dinner. And my husband would look at me to ask, "What is this?" So I'm like, "It's lasagna." I said, "It's lasagna." He goes like, "This is lasagna?" I'm like, "Yes, this is a recipe you gave me. This is what the ingredients we bought, and the recipe that you said is lasagna." He goes like, "No, this is garbage lasagna." I'm like, "What?" So I'm like, "What do you mean?" But I knew to myself that something was missing. That's when the lasagna expert looked at me and told me lasagna is supposed to be red. But the lasagna expert did not tell me that we were supposed to buy sauce, and he did not write the sauce on the recipe. The lasagna that I made was my husband's recipe. That was the last day I had ever taken a recipe from my husband ever again. Anyways, please don't forget to give this video a subscribe and a like and drop a comment in the comment section. Maybe you could drop a comment of your first ever lasagna. Sauce, the balance of the sauce, because you don't want the top of your lasagna to be dry. He watched me make the meat and then told me he thought that I had sauce to put in the pan. So maybe he thought that I was going to put sauce in the pan, put the meat over, sauce, meat. So he had no idea how to make a lasagna. I'm going to finish adding cheese to the top, and you want to add as much cheese as you can. My biggest tip into making a lasagna is if you don't enjoy it, don't serve it. For garnish, and because it's a basil lasagna, we're just gonna go ahead and add some basil leaves on top. And now we're gonna cover it over. We're placing it in a 400-degree Fahrenheit oven until the top is nice and golden. So I'll say about 25 to 30 Thank you for checking out this recipe. Drop a comment in the comment section. And this is the final look. Beef lasagna. Thank you for watching. See you on another good day for another great recipe.